Welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Christy Ward here, who is here on behalf of MemorialCare. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Lisa. I'm very excited to be here.
Well, you know, 3 months in, and so you haven't been with MemorialCare Foundation very long. So I imagine that there's a whole lot of things you want to talk about. But before we get into any of that stuff, just tell me a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Well, thank you again, and thank you to the residents of Laguna Woods for all that you do for Saddleback. I've been there 3 months, and I have about 25 years experience in healthcare and higher education fundraising.
Okay.
I'm a Southern girl. I'm from North Carolina. So I often joke that though I'm not originally from Orange County, I got here as fast as I could.
Yeah, well, I can't blame you. There's a lot of great things, including our weather and a variety of other things that you can certainly enjoy here.
You can't beat it.
Well, what are some of the exciting things, you know, you're now president of the foundation. What are some exciting things you want to tell us about?
Well, I think the most important thing is that this community and Saddleback have a wonderful history of philanthropy together. Mm-hmm. In fact, our board chair, Dr. Kathy Hahn, actually participated in a lot of the vaccine clinics that went on recently that MemorialCare and Saddleback provided for the village.
Right.
And this kind of long-term relationship that we've had together is deeply rooted in philanthropy. Right. In fact, the residents of what was then Leisure World came together and raised money door to door to build Saddleback many years ago.
Right.
And the Golden Rain Foundation contributed the land that the hospital sits on. And even physicians donated their time. So I think that the fact that the hospital was started by residents of this community really means a lot.
Yeah, and like you said, it's been around for a long time, and it's expanded so much. It's like a giant campus now, so there's so much. Plus, you also have, you know, little pockets of facilities where people can go as well. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about the main, you know, center and really what Saddleback is known for.
Yeah, well, Saddleback is known for its expert care for people who are in the aging population. So our expertise for senior patients involves our age-friendly designation. So to have an IHI age-friendly health system designation is a really big deal.
Right.
We have an accredited geriatric emergency department in our Michael John Critical Care Pavilion. Mm-hmm. And a lot of this work was actually supported by philanthropy. So a gift from Dr. and Mrs. David Law supported some of that work. Patients often tell me about how great the nurses are, and they're wonderful, amazing human beings. Mm-hmm. But they also carry a higher level of expertise than nurses at many hospitals. They have a magnet designation, and that designation is only enjoyed by about 9% of hospitals in the United States.
Oh.
So that's a really big deal. But Saddleback is also a designated cardiac and stroke receiving center, and some of this age-friendly healthcare that we're talking about leads us to have specialty centers and institutes that really are known to cater to senior patients. Mm-hmm. And that's our MemorialCare Joint Replacement Center, our Spine Health Center, our Heart and Vascular Institute, and our Cancer Institute at the Damsker Family Pavilion.
Right, right. Well, and one thing you said, you know, all of the things that the nurses have to go through, different kind of training. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a different set of rules, if you will, for the elderly population, correct?
Different set of rules, different needs. We stay very attuned to that. I mean, mm-hmm. these are our neighbors, these are our patients, and Saddleback is dedicated to caring for our aging patients in the most appropriate way.
Okay, okay. And now let's talk about a patient navigation program that you have. What is that?
Sure. Well, philanthropy actually helps us provide these patient navigation programs, such as in cardiac care or cancer care. And it helps people navigate through this healthcare journey from diagnosis all the way through treatment. Okay. And philanthropy supports that, and it's something that we're able to do that separates us from what insurance reimbursements would provide. Okay. And that's why our awesome community hospital can operate on a higher level because of philanthropy.
Okay. And then another interesting program that I have here is called MemorialCare 55 Plus, or just a 55 Plus program.
It is very exciting, has exclusive perks, including transportation, easy access to health and wellness resources, and even Medicare and insurance advice or medical billing advice. And so this position that's funded with philanthropy through a gift from Laguna Woods residents Louise and Bill Michaeljohn supports a young woman named Jessica Sanders, who is our senior advocacy liaison. And so when you call her, you can talk with her about billing questions and other Medicare issues, and she's an expert who can really guide you through those issues. But we're very excited about this MemorialCare MemorialCare 55 Plus program.
That's a great idea, you know, to have something specific. I know that there were other things that some other folks from MemorialCare were talking about, and that was a concierge program, so you could dial in.
Oh, yes, and this is essentially that. I mean, it's like a concierge program just for patients who are 55 plus.
Okay, that's excellent, that's great. Now, one other thing that is very exciting is you guys are going to have a women's health pavilion and breast center, or it's being revamped, or where is that actually going to be?
It's just across the street from the main entrance of the hospital. I think you're seeing it there on screen, and it is absolutely gorgeous. One of the main things that we want to do is just have a space where women who are going through their healthcare journey at all stages of their lives will have a wonderful space in which to go. We'll have our renowned breast care center there, and some of the ways that philanthropy has touched breast care at MemorialCare Saddleback is through providing 3D mammography and other leading edge technologies that help women really take care of themselves. I know that through COVID, some people delayed these types of visits, and we really want to be sure that people are coming in and getting the kind of care they need. Our breast care center is growing so fast because the community wants care here, and so we're trying to expand it to accommodate those needs.
Now, in terms of the foundation itself, I mean, obviously you're a 501c3 and you raise money and you have events to do that. What are some of the things that you would like to tell me just briefly about the foundation itself?
Well, thank you. The foundation exists solely to support patients at Saddleback, and we've done that for many, many years alongside the hospital. People can give annually, and that sustains us. We're so grateful for every dollar that people contribute. But there are some other ways that people are interested in contributing as well. And sometimes they're interested in leaving a legacy through a named fund or a named space there. They may have a tax issue, and we're happy to work with them on that designation and work with their trusted advisors like their accountant, their attorney, and others to be sure that we're creating the right gift for them in the most tax advantaged way. And when they include us in their estate, they're part of our Heritage Society, and they go up on our Heritage Society donor wall. So we're just so grateful for people supporting us in any way. And I want to also give a shout out to those volunteers who you see in our blue Hawaiian shirts throughout the hospital, many of whom are donors and many of whom are residents in Laguna Woods. We're so grateful.
That's great, that's great. Well, Christy, thank you so much for the information. I appreciate it.
You are welcome. I appreciate it. I'm glad to come, and I hope anyone who's interested in learning more will reach out to me.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you want more information about what we've just talked about, the foundation, you can go to memorialcare.org/SMCF, or you could call them at 949-452-3724. We'll be right back.